Hi guys, it's Mike here from KS Bushcraft Down Under. Today I'm going to do a review on the Dometic Origo 1500 marine, really it's a marine stove. And before I get started I'll give you some background on what's brought me to considering this for my car glamping setup. I was in Sharks Bay last year and my gas cylinder was running out. So this little fella here, 2 kilo cylinder. Now where I live in Perth in Western Australia, that would cost me $12.50 to have refilled. I mean, it doesn't hold 2 kilos, but it holds about 1800 grams of gas, and it said $12.50. Now an 8.5 kilo barbecue cylinder, I'll call it, would cost me about 26 bucks. Now in Sharks Bay, that little cylinder cost me either $34 or $36 was one of the two. And I won't repeat what I said to the guy who refilled the bottle, so I hadn't asked him how much he was going to charge me before he did it, yeah. But it started with something like, I like to get kissed first. So if I'd have known it was going to cost that much, I would have used my transient stove or something like that. So in Perth I can buy 4 of these throwaway cylinders, and there's 880 grams in gas in there for sometimes $4.50, sometimes $5. Value for money, they're the cheapest form of camp fuel. If you consider these little fellas here, for me they cost me $10 each for 100 grams of gas. So although they're light and compact, they're really quite expensive, and even the larger ones I pay $16.50. So if I'm often using my micro stoves, I'll use one of these adapters, and they're actually surprisingly good, and it makes it much more affordable. But for most of my lightweight hiking, I use my canteen cup stove with the mighty Trangia burner, and I can buy meths for $5 at my local shop, $3.50 if I bother to go to the paint supply place. So I thought, well, why not use alcohol, or meths as we call it, for my base camp. So I thought, well, up the bush I'd probably pay $7.50, maybe $8 a litre. I certainly wouldn't be paying anywhere near what I got skinned alive for the gas for. So I'd be looking at the Dometic stoves, and then we hired a camper van that actually had a 2-burner version. So the campers these days, they don't like putting the cutout in the side for the gas cylinder as a weak point, so they fit them out with the Dometic stoves, and I was actually surprised it was really quite good. So there she is there. It's a really solid bit of kit, it really is. And what I like about it, there's really nothing to break. So it's easy to clean. The grate's easily removable. A few figures on it. So this is a Dometic Origo stove 1500. The run time on full power is about 4.5 hours with their 1200 milliliter fuel tank capacity, and they quote it at 2000 watts. And a 1-minute boil time, a 10-minute boil time for 1 litre of water. Weighs in at 3.4 kilos. It's 236 millimeters wide, has a depth of 262, so it's actually deeper than it is wider, and a height, including the grates, of 137 millimeters. So pretty well made. I'll turn that around for you fellas. And it's really like a giant Trangia stove. So it's obviously got a fuel control. The camera ticks down in there. It's just choking that off. Now you can't open it with the fuel valve open, which is obviously a safety feature. So she clips open. And that's getting that. So there's the flame control mechanism. Really, it's pretty simple stuff. Now it does come with this neoprene type washer. Now that's to prevent this pad from drying out. So I've seen these online for about $20 odd, so you really don't want to lose it. I actually sit it underneath the canister. So canister sits on these tabs to keep it firmly against the chimney. There is some fuel in this, I can smell it. So really this is the heart of the system, is the burner. Unfortunately here comes the flying skull again for a bit more practice. So it shows you refilling it. There's been a few comments online, people find it difficult to refill. Don't see any issue with refilling it yourself. Full bottle. Now there is no fuel gauge on it, of course, but it's in there, so it doesn't leak. If you did that with a full transient burner, it would be pouring out. So it's really a safe piece of kit. You know, there's nothing likely to fail. There's no jets to block up. There's pretty much nothing to break. So if I had room in my camp kitchen for a 2-burner version, I may have got the 2-burner version, but I didn't. So it won't fit, unfortunately, by about 5mm. So there she is there, sitting in there. That locks down. Now as it locks down, this knob pops forward. Okay. So it's nice and easy to clean. Now there's been a few comments on it that they're really slow, but that's actually not quite true. That's locked in. To light it, you do need to make sure the pad's out, obviously. Fully open it. You do need a long burner or a long match. I find the matches do make a mark on the pad, and it doesn't make any pops like a transient burner does. That's pressurized, so it's not pressurized at all, and she will fit pretty good sized pots and stuff, and it is really quiet. So if boil time and speed isn't your greatest parameter, this is a really good piece of kit. It really is. So I'll be adding this to my glamping camp kitchen box. Only downfall is it requires a windshield to operate outside. So I have a really large family tent, and this is going to sit in there quite nicely. But you do need to shield it for even the slightest breeze. I'll give you an example here. Really does affect the flame and the performance of the stove. So an additional windscreen, if you're using it outside, is vital. It really does everything it says. So anyway, I hope you found this interesting. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.